Good evening, Namaste. It is a great pleasure to join you all this evening at this Indiaspora Annual Member Forum. Since Indiaspora was founded in 2012 by MR, it has become a very important forum for leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, and also change makers among the Indian diaspora all over the world. In fact, Indiaspora has done a wonderful job during the COVID pandemic, especially supporting the healthcare institutions in India. And also, they have done a wonderful event during the India G20 presidency. Even recently, MR did a good event in UAE also. So I think Indiaspora has become very good for you, including yesterday. I think the summit, the philanthropy summit, was successfully held at the consulate. I would like to congratulate and also appreciate the Indiaspora team led by MR and also Sanjeev Joshipura for that. And in fact, overall, we have close to 32 million members of Indian diaspora all over the world. And the US is leading with close to 5 million overall diaspora members. And the diaspora has contributed to the countries wherever they have made their, to reside. In fact, whenever I meet with the leaders in the US and especially California, so all those leaders appreciate the contributions made by the Indian diaspora members due to their hard work, innovation, and also entrepreneurship. In fact, as you're aware, recently Indiaspora brought out a report. So it says that the Indian Americans constitute 1.5% in the overall US population, but they contribute 6% to the overall US revenues. And also, the Indian diaspora in the US also played a role as a catalyst to strengthen the partnership between India and US across various sectors, including trade, investment, technology, defense, and also people-to-people relationship. In fact, Prime Minister Modi ji holds the Indian diaspora in high regard. So in September last year, he promised to open 2 consulates so that we can enhance our outreach to the Indian community. Already 2 new consulates in the cities of Boston and Los Angeles are functioning. And also, the embassy also recently taken new steps to ensure that the consular services are more accessible to the Indian diaspora members. So we have opened 9 additional Indian consular application centers. Earlier, these application centers, which are run by our outsourced agency VFS in the cities where the embassies and the consulates are located, but given the growth of the Indian diaspora, we have now opened in other cities like San Jose, we opened in Dallas, we opened one in Orlando, I think one in Detroit, and like that. So now we have overall 17 centers. So these centers are also open during the weekend, Saturdays, and also now the application filling services will also be done free of cost by our agency VFS. Earlier, I used to hear from the diaspora members they're facing difficulties when filling online, especially OCA application forms. So now at least, I mean, you should not complain to me because now you can just take an appointment, go to the nearest VFS center and avail these services. And also, recently we have some challenges in the bilateral relationship, especially on the trade front. As you're aware, now the current administration has imposed 50% tariffs on Indian products entering the US market. And also we have this recent $100,000 fees for the new H-1B visa. So despite all these headwinds, I think just recently, last week, the RBI governor mentioned that the Indian economy is still one of the fastest growing large economy in the world. So the governor has increased the growth rate from 6.5 to 6.8%. So this is basically because recently you must be aware, Prime Minister Modi has taken these measures to simplify the GST regime in India. So earlier we had 4 slabs, 5, 12, 18 and 28%. Now there will be only 2 slabs. 5 and 18%. So this is expected to give boost to the already domestic demand, especially in a lot of consumables. And India is now the third largest in terms of the startup ecosystem in the world after the United States and China. So some of you who are invested in Indian startups, last week there was a blockbuster debut of the Urban company. So in the future also some of the Indian unicorns like Grow, Misho, and also Physicswala and Lenskart. So they are also expected to make a good debut on the Indian stock market and also creating wealth for all the especially investors from the Bay Area. A lot of VC funds have invested in these companies. So India also now manufacturing also because of the PLI schemes, India has now become the second largest in terms of manufacturing of mobile phones all over the world, because Apple and Samsung, they are producing their mobile phones in India. And also semiconductors also very successful story in the last few years. Already we have some 6 investments in the semiconductor arena, including Micron company, which are set up in Gujarat. We are expected that Micron company will start producing chips by end of this year. Already we have received over 18 billion investment in the semiconductor sector. So India, as you know, UPI, whenever recently I went to India, I visited Delhi, Varanasi and also Hyderabad. Wherever I go, if I want to buy something, simply you cannot use your card also. You have to simply scan the QR code and you will hear once you pay, make the payment, you really sound that so and so amount has been received by the shopkeeper. So that's how the UPI is now being accepted in many other countries like France, UAE, Singapore, Mauritius, and many other countries. India is also under discussion to implement this digital public infrastructure in these countries. So I request help from all the members of the Indian diaspora, especially the entrepreneurs, the innovators, to encourage the people to look India especially to invest, because we expect India to be the developed country by 2047. As you know, Prime Minister Modi has set this ambitious target to make India a developed country by 2047. So there will be a number of opportunities, especially we would like your collaboration and also help in how we can encourage technology collaboration in the new and emerging technologies. So we have this initiative, bilateral initiative called TRUST, which is Transforming Relationship Utilizing Strategic Technology. So this is an initiative which was launched during the Prime Minister Modi's meeting with President Trump, so under which both countries, especially institutions and businesses, would like to enhance collaboration in the area of AI, biotechnology, semiconductors, 5G, and also space. So we look forward to your support in enhancing the collaboration. Also, we look forward you to act as mentors to the Indian startups. Large number of Indian companies are also visiting Bay Area. So even end of this month, NASCOM will be leading a delegation of startup companies. So we also work closely with the Indiaspora, especially MR and his team. We normally try to engage the members of the Indiaspora whenever these kind of delegations visit from India. So we look forward to continue the cooperation with Indiaspora, and also you are the ambassadors of India. So we hope you'll also try to promote India-US collaboration in whichever way you can. And thank you very much, MR and team, for inviting me to participate in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, the CG has been a dear friend for ever since he came. Again, some of you were at the Philanthropy Summit